For over 8 years now, Rocket League has always been a game enjoyed by hundreds of thousands, if not millions of players on a regular basis. However, recently, especially this season, I've received lots of comments, not only from me or members of my community, but just from the general Rocket League community, that the game is becoming a lot tougher and overall more of a harsh reality when playing the Rocket League game. Now, not only is that dealing with toxic teammates or other toxicity, like you guys can see in a clip from my game, but there's a lot of different things that are coming into it, like the lobbies overall are tougher, people are struggling to rank up a little bit more. I've experienced this in this season, it's becoming a lot tougher, and overall it's going to just be making the whole appearance of Rocket League and whole overall experience in a Rocket League game much tougher. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys some replays of some of my games and just using that as an opportunity with the gameplay in the background to talk through what I feel the current situation of Rocket League is in 2023 and what the current experience is playing this game. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. If you're new, drop a like, comment, let's get this video pushed in the algorithm, subscribe, we're nearly at 2k. Let's get straight into this. Okay, so starting off with my first reason as to why Rocket League these days is just quite a harsh reality when you're trying to play the game. First of all, I'm just going to start off with my first talking point, and again, I'm just going to go through these points, talk over the sort of the gameplay in the background. Hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay. You know, comment down below what your rank is, stuff like that. But I'm just going to over talk how I feel about the Rocket League community at the moment and how I feel Rocket League as a game is in general. Make sure to drop your comments, drop your thoughts down in the comments down below. However, first of all, what I'm going to talk about the ranking system and how the ranking system are this season. So, for me, the ranks this season have been really hard to achieve. I mean, just 2 seasons ago, obviously I did stop for 110 days, but just 2 seasons ago I was 1600 MMR. And yes, it was difficult, but I got to 1500 MMR and I was quite comfortable in GC. However, loads of you guys that will know, obviously the ones that have followed my 2s to GC series, obviously that's been going on for months, so thank you everyone for all the support on that. But the 2s to GC series that I've been doing over the past 2 months, obviously we have finally hit GC, but I'm not going to lie to you guys, even despite us winning a lot of games, it has been really difficult. And that leads me on to my next point, and the reason why is because of the pure inconsistency of everyone in the ranks. Inconsistency is a massive thing in Rocket League, and it's becoming bigger and bigger every single time I load onto this game. And what I'll do is I'll continue on that inconsistency point in a minute, but coming back to why that relates into the ranks is because the ranks are so difficult. The skill gap in the same rank is insane. For example, I mean, if you guys want to after this video, please feel free to go and check out the 2s to GC series or the 1s series or any gameplay content or just any content on my channel in general. But if we're talking solely about the 2s to GC series, let's focus in on that here. If we're talking about a game in Champ 3, you can either get someone who's completely unmechanical that can barely even play, misses aerials, so inconsistent, misses open nets, obviously we all do that, don't talk about it. But yeah, no, just someone completely so inconsistent as a teammate or as your opponent, which can lead to the obviously actual skill in the lobby and the game speed being a lot slower. And then let's say you win that game or you lose that game, you go straight into the next game and immediately it's completely different. I mean, not only if you're solo queuing do you have to adjust to a new teammate as it is anyway, which is really difficult on its own, but you then got to adapt to the new teammate with a new playstyle. You might be playing different opponents, and these opponents might be more mechanical, so you have to adapt to the mechanical playstyle. And, you know, you have to play a bit more of a mechanical game. You have to play a faster game in order to, you know, keep up with the speed that they're playing. Because if you don't keep up with the opponent's speed, you're just going to get dominated. And to be honest, playing fast is the way that I managed to rank up and finally get out of GC. That'd be a big tip. Just play as fast as you guys can if you guys are looking to rank up. But there's lots of different things that come into it, and it's really hard. But yeah, that sort of rounds off my first point of just the ranking system this season, especially being really hard. Let me know where you guys are currently in the ranks compared to your peak MMR. Because my peak MMR is 1600 and I'm struggling at around about 1430, 1440 at the moment. And even saying that, I was struggling in Champ 3. The ranks are really difficult and it is really tough. I'm convinced we can keep grinding and we will all hopefully continue to rank up as much as we can. But just especially this season, it tends to be tougher than ever in terms of ranking up. But that's got to be my main point. Again, I haven't found this problem too much in previous seasons. Just a lot more here in Season 11. And I know lots of you guys feel the same because I've been reading your comments, getting a lot of people joining my Discord server. Join the Discord server if you haven't already. Joining the Discord server, asking for tips, helping to rank up. But that leads me on to my next point. So let's get straight into my next point. And let's get a fresh game for you guys in the background because we've dominated this one. So then here we are with a brand new replay. And let's start off with a brand new point. Now, my second main point, obviously the first one being how difficult the ranks are this season. My second main point, and this really is the most sad point when I'm thinking about Rocket League as a game, because it never really tended to have this problem, but obviously this problem sort of arose, and over the coming year, or most recent years, especially for me, it has just got worse and worse, and I'll see what you guys think, obviously, in the comments down below. Of course, I'm talking about toxicity in game. Now, obviously, you guys have seen in the intro of the video already an example just of a teammate of mine just being toxic maybe because I made one little error. First of all, my first point, if you're solo queuing with a teammate, there's no help being toxic if your teammate makes a mistake. And I'll let you guys think behind this. Say you're on a team with someone, right, and you make a small mistake. If the other player starts like wowing you, what are saving you, it's just going to get nowhere because you're only going to become more frustrated at that player. Then you're going to start feeling like you're playing bad, and that just decreases vibes between you and teammate. Whereas if teammate just says no problem, you don't feel like you've actually done anything too badly wrong in the mistake. And yes, you could argue, okay, maybe I'm looking into it a bit too much. Because I understand there's a massive place for fun in the game. There's obviously got to be a bit of fun and place for like a bit of banter in game. Obviously, you know, here and there, if you're on good terms with like your teammate or someone, it's someone you know, there's obviously a bit of what a save, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you're on good vibes with your teammate, there's nothing too wrong with just having a little bit of a laugh and a joke in the game, because obviously having fun, that's the main reason we play the game. However, the main problem is these days it's gone a little bit too far. I mean, you guys have seen, a lot of you guys in the 2GC series that watch my videos, apologies, hiccup, I've been getting hiccups really bad throughout this recording, but you guys have been seeing throughout my 2GC videos that some people are like actually swearing at me, you know, just saying horrible stuff, and the amount of people that I've got banned, and don't get me wrong, I don't want to have to ban people from the Rocket League community, go on. Oh, I nearly got the flip reset there. But I don't want to have to ban people from the Rocket League community, because obviously that's not nice. But just the level of toxicity which you receive in the game is so bad that there's not too much you can do. Like, it's so bad. The people are just constantly toxic. And I'm not classing this as everyone, because it is not everyone. It is a minority of the Rocket League player base. However, that minority is growing. Like I said, there's room in the game for banter. There's room in the game for a laugh and a joke. However, when it just becomes outwardly toxic, you know, and not very nice, like people actually just taking it outside of the game, you know, that's another big point. When people, like, there's albeit, okay, maybe you can say, like, boosted or something like that. Like, yeah, it's alright, it's not very nice. Maybe someone's just having a bad game. But when you start, like, taking it out of the game and actually taking attacks on people that you don't even know a little bit more personally, that's when it tends to get a little bit too far, I think. And it's just making the overall community a little bit more toxic. And all of you guys, I'm sure, when you guys are playing, have had experiences with this. Go on, Musty. That is such a sick goal. I'm watching the replay back while I'm talking over it. What a sick goal. But yeah, obviously you guys will probably have had experiences with toxicity in the game. I think everyone has, and I'd love to see you guys' opinions and hear your guys' opinions in the comments. Make sure to drop them down. Join the Discord server. We can chat in there. I'd love to know your guys' opinions. How you feel the game is. Do you think the game's harsh, or do you think the community is just right? But I think this problem arose. I mean, I started playing Rocket League fully when it went free to play. What was that? 2019, so 4 years ago now. And that's when I started playing Rocket League fully. However, was it 2019? Somewhere around there. That's when I fully got into Rocket League and started grinding. And I'm currently a GC1 player. I've peaked up to GC2, so you could say I'm experienced in the game. I've got hundreds, nearly even thousands of hours in the game, so I've played a lot of Rocket League. And what I've found is that over that time, especially in the higher ranks, like sort of Champ mainly is the worst, and that's why I've done a video saying Champ is the worst. If you haven't already, make sure to check that one out. But just the level of toxicity just gets worse and worse and worse, especially when you're solo queuing. It's not so bad if you're playing with a teammate, because obviously that's your friend in real life, but just solo queuing and stuff like that, it becomes a real big problem. I mean, I can't even tell you guys the amount of times I load into a game and people disconnect, and like, albeit if you disconnect your Wi-Fi, fair enough, but people just outwardly don't even play. Like, if you're queuing into a game of ranks, especially at a higher rank, like, why are you not trying? People deliberately smurfing, sabotaging. I mean, I get maybe smurfing sometime there's a time to have fun, but smurfing's a real quite big problem in Rocket League at the moment. And we'll go on to smurfing as my next point, because smurfing is really quite a big problem. You're disrupting the people at lower ranks, and there is quite a lot. I mean, I've experienced it a lot in Champ, people higher down just coming down and smurfing, and it just ruins the overall vibe of the game, and you don't have as much fun. And what we've got to be thinking about as a community is, let's just say, okay, people that haven't played Rocket League maybe for a couple years that are coming back to the game now, because Rocket League's really popular at the moment. You know, the World Championships are on at the time of you guys watching this. So people that are coming back to the game and watching it, what experience are they getting in the game? They're getting toxic teammates, and, you know, they might be getting people smurfing in their rank. It's not giving off the correct vibes that we want Rocket League to give off, or that I personally want Rocket League to give off. I mean, this isn't a complete moan video. I personally still love playing this game very much. You know, it's very fun. But I'm just being transparent with you guys and being honest about how I feel the harsh reality of this game is these days. And I do really feel it is a harsh reality, because it's very tough, you know, constantly having to deal with all of this stuff in ranked. But that's really all I've got to rant on about the Harsh reality. Can we slot this in? Go on, Purse. 8 seconds left. Nice, with 3-2 up. But that's really all my main points of what I can think of for why Rocket League is such a harsh reality game. Again, if you do have any others, please make sure to drop them down in the comments. What we'll do is we'll just see if we can go ahead and close out this game. I don't actually remember the replay. I'm imagining we're going to go ahead and close this out. You know, keep on ranking up on that journey up towards GC2 probably. Are they going to get a chance now? They bottled it, yeah. Well, that's the end of that. So what we'll do is we'll close off them points there. So overall then, guys, that is going to be all the points that I've got in today's video. Again, I didn't want this video to be completely negative. I know it was just a sort of rant, but I feel like it needed to be said, and a lot of you guys, I think, will be able to empathise with this, you know, because it is the harsh reality of Rocket League currently this season, and I do feel that everything I've said in this video, I personally feel is a true reality of what playing the game is like currently at the moment. If you guys agree, please make sure to drop a comment down below. If you disagree, that's fine. I'll reply to every single comment. Let me know your guys' opinions. But thank you very much for watching till the end of this video. If you had a massive sign, make sure to drop a like, smash that subscribe button. You're a real one. I really appreciate each and every single one of you guys that supports my channel. Thank you very much, everyone, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out from me.